I want to come and share some things that, I don't know, when I look at social media, you know, people are selective about what they actually post, and, you know, making sure that they have the perfect picture, or making sure that they're posting positive things. And I am one that is definitely that type of person. Usually if I post, it's gonna be something positive or something uplifting, and if I post a picture of myself, I'm going to be well put together. I'm not just gonna throw myself on here as I'm doing at this moment, but I just feel like, you know, there are times when you should be your authentic self and try to express your authentic self to others, and you know, just let them know that everything isn't glitz and glamour all the time. You know, people sometimes tend to want to post life as if life is really that way, but life is not really that way. So I was like, well, I wonder if I did a vlog, would people want to see the real LHB, not just the LHB that posts all the positive things, and the one that is always positive, but the one that also have troubles and go through things like every other family goes through. So I said to myself that I'm gonna attempt to try to video and speak my truth as best as possible, and just let people see that I'm just like everybody else. I really am. I think what made me want to come on this evening was the fact that, as you probably can tell, I'm currently driving, and I'm driving back to the town that I live in. But you all know I have 3 boys. I have William, who's 14, I have Christian, who's 7, and I have Logan, who's 5. And my oldest is in high school now, and he's always had a relationship with his father, but we kind of decided that for his high school years he will go live with his father, and mainly because of the educational opportunities. Like where I live, it doesn't compare to the educational opportunities that he has at his current new school. And his last year here of 8th grade was literally like a nightmare to me, because I was questioning myself as a parent if I was actually really doing all that I was capable of doing, and making sure that my son had any and everything that he most importantly needs, and then once we would take care of. But I mean, at the end of the day, I can honestly say that we are blessed. His father is financially blessed, so that he carries a bulk of responsibilities when it comes to William in that sense. And so we decided that his high school years he will move and live with his father, and that was an extremely hard decision for me to make, because never did I ever think that my children would not live with me. Like, I have 3 boys and my boys live with me. Like, there is no not living with me. And so I had to do a lot of soul searching and a lot of praying with God about it. And, you know, my son, he's even told me, you know, Mom, I like my new school, but I also would like the situation to be that I could go to this school, but then I can also still live with you. And so that always gets to me. That lets me know that, you know, he does love me, and he truly cares for me. But you know, him not being with me every day, all day now is extremely different. It's harder doing more times than it is other times, but it is really it's not ever easy, because I know he's in great hands, and we have the communication means to where if I ever needed to get in contact with him, I can get in contact with him. And you know, he knows the same thing about me. It's just the fact that I just never thought that I would be in this particular situation where, you know, I'm used to him being in the car with me now, and we're riding back home from his visit to his dad's. Instead, now it's reversed, and I'm driving back home from dropping him off to be back with his dad. So taking it all in is not easy. I don't dare think about, you know, what other people might think about the decision that I made. I know that it was a decision that we all made. Most importantly, his father and I, and then importantly for him, he had a say-so in it as well. So and I'm thrilled to know that this year for him is so much better than the year that we had with 8th grade, because 8th grade I was about ready to just go and just dismiss everyone that was up there at that school. But at the end of the day, I had to also realize that my son had his part in it as well. So I know what it's like being an educator, and I know what it's like being an educator and having a student that you know what his full potential would be, which is out of this world, and yet he's not giving it to you. And I know what that feels like as a parent, you know, to have that same situation where I know my son's full potential, and when he's not giving it, that breaks your heart as a parent, because you know what your child is capable of, you know what your child is able to do. But to have to hear other adults tell you, you know, his potential. No, I don't need you to tell me his potential. I know his potential. I've had him 14 years. I know what his potential is. And so 8th grade was definitely a hard year to have to deal with what we were dealing with down here with schooling. But I'm grateful that the school that he's in now, he enjoys it. And this weekend when he came down, one of his best friends was having a birthday dinner, and so I went on ahead and dropped him off at the restaurant that they were having the dinner at. But I can tell that their friendship is so loyal to each other, because the best friend was originally supposed to have had the birthday dinner during their fall break, but William didn't come down that weekend, so his friend waited until this weekend to have the dinner so that he would be able to attend. And I just thought that was really awesome of him. And I watch my son and how he's matured and how he tries to take care of me. He did visit me the weekend of my birthday, and usually his dad puts money in my card for my birthday. And so, you know, my son asked, and he was like, well, how much money did my dad put in your card? And I told him how much he put in there. And then my son went into his wallet and pulled out more money and was like, here, Mom. And, you know, he was like, I knew he was going to do that, so that's why I pulled extra money out to give to you. And I'm like, I can't take your money, baby. And he was just very persistent that I take the money. So it was a lot of money, but I just told him, Mom, you just take one of these, okay, and then you save the rest of it up, and Mommy's gonna go use this, and I'll pay for my photo shoot with this, and my makeup and stuff like that. And I gave him a big hug and told him thank you. And even this weekend when he came, and he wanted me to drop him off to the dinner, he was like, you know, well, Mama, let me know what you want to eat, and I'm gonna get it for you. And I was like, okay. And so, you know, I kind of was just brushing it off because I didn't expect him to, you know, still spend money. And he asked me what I wanted just kept asking me. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, Mommy will take and I told him what meal it was that I wanted. And he actually brought the meal for me. And just, I guess he feels like, I guess he's seen how much I would have to do or have to go through to make sure that he has. And so now he sees that he's in a better situation to where he could actually assist his mom. And, you know, I take that and I really appreciate him for that, you know, because that just shows how much that he cares for me. But that is my absolute joy. That is my firstborn, and he's been with me a long time, through a lot of situations, through a lot of circumstances, and I'm so proud of the young man that he is becoming. I'm going to end up stopping this video here, but I do plan on coming back and sharing more about me, and just so that, you know, I hope, and I guess I should say what I hope to get out of this is just that people can realize that they can relate to me, you know, and that I'm normal just like everyone else. But at the same time, I also have dreams like everyone else. But I just wanted to share that little part of my life. And, you know, please feel free to share. Please feel free to comment back. But we'll definitely get into more about LHB. So until then, you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And if I do not get to say good morning and have a great week tomorrow, then I tell you tonight, enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a wonderful week.